Hey guys, version 5.0 of BTD6 is now out, and we're just going to be going over that and taking a look at the patch notes at the same time. So anyway, as you can already tell, the main screen here has taken on a Halloween theme, which is pretty cool. There's some also general changes here. You might know there's this bit of Easter eggs on the main screen. They've had a makeover for this theme, and you'll see the little boomerang there. Oh, that was a ninja, sorry. Covered in wraps like a mummy. Bomb shooters shooting pumpkins. Got like a little Frankenstein dart monkey. And the ace is like a like a bat sort of thing. And yeah, there's the boomerang. And we even got good old Pirate Lord there. So there's a bunch of little interesting things there. Even the daily challenge monkey has a witch's hat. This is all pretty cool. And so, on the main screen, like before we actually get into things here, we've got our first skin in the game for the Quincy. And I haven't bought this yet, but this is the Cyber-Quincy skin. And so we've got a little bit of a story here. Then we can unlock this for monkey money. And then we can basically swap between these skins. And if we want to use our Quincy. So this is just a cosmetic thing. Makes your Quincy look a little different. And also the voice lines are changed. So we've also got some new powers, which I haven't actually bought yet. Let's buy a couple of these. So we've got TechBot. TechBot, this is a tiny little guy, chucked down, and it has an ability which links it to one of your towers, and then it will actually cast all the abilities on that tower as soon as they're ready to go, basically. So this is something that a lot of people were asking for in some way, and it's here. So this is an auto cast on abilities. It is a 1-to-1 thing, so basically for every ability you have, you need one TechBot attached to that tower. Or you could just micro the TechBot between all your towers, but like if you're gonna be doing that, then like you may as well just be using the abilities anyway, so hey. The Energizing Totem, it gives a 25% attack speed boost to all monkeys within its radius. Now it's got a decent radius, so this is quite powerful. Only downside is that it only lasts for 5 rounds. But after it has expired, it isn't deleted or anything, it just sits there on the screen. You can sell it if you want, but you can pay to recharge it, and recharging it only costs 20 monkey money. So it's kind of like, it's expensive to place it first, but it's quite powerful, and then it's cheap to keep recharging, like based on the 80 initial price. So yeah, these are pretty cool. These are probably things that I'd be more interested in using than the current powers, really. Along with the banana farmer, which is also great. But yeah. So along with this, we've got basically 3 new maps, and we've got a little event going on. We'll just look over the events. So I've only just started on these myself. Got Frozen Over. Yeah, wait. I haven't unlocked Sandbox on that. Oh no. I was hoping I would have. Anyway, we'll jump into Standard on here, I guess. Can't really do too much. So we've got Frozen Over. This is the easy one. It's a real basic map. It's kind of like Cubism in a way. It might even be easier than Cubism. Nothing too special. But it'll probably be fun. I'll enjoy that map. Haunted. So this is a Halloween map, specifically themed. So all the maps kind of have a bit of a Halloween change to them, but this is generally just like some tombstones and pumpkins around the place. So this map was specifically designed for Halloween though. And we can put down my Quincy here. And I will actually, I don't know how loud this will be.
I am Quincy, evolved from Quincy.
So I've got some changes to the voice line there.
Awesome. Yeah. BTD6 power achieved.
Pretty cool. So yeah, the balloons kind of come from both sides here. The attack also looks pretty cool. Oh no. No, I activated at a terrible time. Ooh. I really like how that looks. That's actually really nice.
Seriously?
And that arrow storm is also quite cool looking. But yeah, the main thing I like about this is the projectiles. The projectiles look awesome. But also,
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yes. So, I guess this is the first start to skins. We may see more of those in future, but for now, it's only Quincy. So, I guess if you like Quincy, then it's a great time for you. If you don't, then now you have to start liking him. Because he's good. Yeah. And we also have a new expert map here, Dark Castle. So this is expert. It's easier than Muddy Puddles and Ouch. It's way easier than both of them in my opinion. It's basically like, I think it's a good introduction to expert mode, because before expert was kind of just leagues above the advanced maps. Personally, in my opinion, I think I've mentioned this before, but the expert maps in BTD6 feel like extreme maps from BTD5. Like Muddy Puddles and Ouch, they both feel very much like Bloomtonium Lab or harder. So I think Dark Castle's a good kind of introduction to expert. It actually feels expert. It doesn't feel extreme. It's too easy to be extreme, but it does feel expert in my opinion. So I'm happy we've got something like this. We've basically just got 4 different lanes that the balloons come down, and then they converge into this one lane, and they head into this castle. Now you can place towers in here, but unless they can see over obstacles, they're quite useless. So this is kind of like more of a farming in area, I guess. But you can place them up here, and you can kind of place them all around here, and they will have full vision of the map like that. So that's a good place to put your monkey farmers. If I wasn't in Sandbox, I'd just cover this in monkey farmers. So exit out of here. So that's all the kind of like new content sort of stuff. I'm just gonna jump into Haunted now. And sorry, easy. No. Actually, we're fine. Let's just jump into Dark Castle then, because I have unlocked. No, I haven't. Fine. I just want to play Deflation, but I haven't unlocked it on anything yet. I guess I'll just do another map I have unlocked. Sorry. Oh my god, I am terrible right now. All I want to do is just throw down Quincy, and I guess I'll give a bit of an alchemist to that, because I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to boom, and yeah. Alright, and these are the little candies. You can pick these up, and basically you fill this pumpkin, and once it's full you can activate an ability. So let's look over some of the changes. So we've got a bit of a smaller changelog this time, but that's because a lot of the stuff took a lot more work to actually do, and there's been a lot of just groundwork fixed and stuff, so yeah. So not much general stuff, which is interesting. There was a memory issue fixed with some full screen stuff, which is good. And the water on Ouch can actually be drained when you have towers close to it, which is also nice. There was a kind of a rare issue. Oh, also, yeah, we got this. So there's a icon here at the bottom of your powers. You can tap that, and it scrolls you to the bottom of your Insta-Monkeys, which is kind of helpful because a lot of people didn't know how to find their Insta-Monkeys, and I guess that helps there. So it kind of disappears when you get down to them, then appears when you scroll back up. So that's helpful. I will actually chuck this down to give him a bit of a speed boost there. And I'll put this tech bot here, and it has infinite range. I can just activate it on Quincy, and he will just spam his rapid shot now. So that's handy. So the perfect week achievement should be fixed now. So if you don't have that, then jump on that before it breaks. It hopefully won't break again, but it has had a bad run so far. So yeah, jump on that perfect week. And if you still have issues, make sure to tell me, I guess. But it works for me. The previous daily challenge crash no longer happens, which is good. We will need to double check that. Oh, now it's actually out, but I think it's good so far. So hey, and a couple more minor issues that weren't too big of a problem. But I don't have the right screen for it at the moment. But when you actually pull towers out to place them, that should be easier now. If you're like on a tablet, there was an issue where you had to like pull them directly out, like directly upwards. So my equivalent is directly out. But now you can kind of like pull them more diagonally, and it will actually pull them out rather than just scrolling the menu across the screen. So theoretically that should be good. I don't play on a tablet, so I'm not sure there. The cryo cannon no longer plays that, shows that little button that didn't do anything, which is good. Preemptive strike from the monkey sub. There was a rare issue here where if it hit a Moab at the same time as that Moab took damage from glue, the glue would actually remove the missile. So preemptive strike was basically cancelled out if you had a tier 5 glue gunner. You would never see it deal damage. It also happened with lower tier glue gunners, but it was a lot rarer because they don't tick as often. But the tier 5, it ticked so much that if you had a tier 5 glue gunner at the front, like 500 or whatever, your preemptive strike would never deal damage, which was fantastic. That sucked. This one is kind of less known. Oh, also my pumpkins are ready, so I'm just going to wait until the end of this round, and I'll show you that. Here we go. So we get these little trick-or-treaters dressed up as ghosts, and my round ended, so they disappeared. But they will travel the whole length of the track, and they deal 10 damage to any balloon they hit. So, it's basically a free power, which is pretty cool. So anyway, what was I talking about? There was a rare issue. It wasn't mentioned. It was mentioned enough that people noticed, but I don't know how many people actually realized what it was. And I might lose soon because I'm trying to rely totally on Quincy. Which is a terrible idea. So do I have... Let's just chuck down something I don't mind wasting. Here we are. I don't use boomerangs. Whoa. And I'm still gonna lose in round 40 anyway. Let's unlink this. Sorry, so if the tier 5 carrier flagship Buccaneer, if you had towers placed on top of this and you sold the carrier flagship, it would actually prevent you from using those towers again until you restarted the game. Similar to as if the towers were banned and it was a daily challenge, but you're not actually on a daily challenge, so this really sucked. But that's been fixed. The middle path, Grand Saboteur here, it makes Moab spawn with less health. This has actually been fixed, kind of... It might have already been somewhat fixed, but it's been completely fixed now so that it will actually display the damage count from all the health it removes. So basically, if you use that 25% reduction and a bad spawns, you'll go up like 5,000 damage straight away, which is great. Very happy about that one there. Unfortunately, like the one I really want this fixed for is the Unstable Concoction, but that's not fixed yet still. It will not show you the correct damage count, so that's unfortunate. There's been a few bug fixes for the Alchemist. So acidic mixture dip, it will no longer apply to villagers until they can actually attack at 5xx. The 3++ brews, they no longer do that bug where they display their range bonus twice on towers they buffed, which made a lot of people think that the Permabrew was worse when it actually wasn't. It was just the tier 3 and 4 being bugged. So that'll be a little bit weaker now. Not really a big deal because it's just the range, and while the range bonus is nice, that wasn't what made it overpowered. An unhappy one for most people here. The XX5 Balloon Master Alchemist no longer gives too much cash when it converts balloons. So sorry about that. That's been fixed. Am I gonna lose here? Probably not lose. And oh yes, bottom path village, the monkey commerce would occasionally make itself cheaper. Like itself. It shouldn't apply to itself. So that's been fixed. I don't have Urban here at the moment, but also Urban has been fixed so that his basically his footprint's smaller. This is less of a bug and more of a mistake, but it was not intended, so his footprint's been fixed. He's now a medium tower, along with most other heroes. So that's all the bug fixes. Now I'll just finish up with the actual balance changes. There's not many of them this time. Well, it's balance and changes, because not all of them are actual balance issues. They're just kind of things that are different now. And hopefully I don't lose. Alright, okay, so there was a big change here just to the general system itself, and that is just 2 placement and platforms. And so you might notice some strange changes with platforms. Here's my ghost again. And not just platforms, but just placing in general, like placing close to the track. You should actually be able to place closer to the track than you used to be able to. But there might be some bugs with this, so if you notice any weird placement things, please tell me, because then I can actually do something about them, but I need to know what they are. I've looked over every map, but it's possible I can miss things. So also, powers and heroes, so like if you place a monkey farmer or you use your hero, this no longer prevents you from earning the achievements for actually beating games with only like military towers. So, for example, military only mode, this allows you to use heroes, but the military only achievement does not. And a lot of people linked these two together, and they thought that it was bugged when it actually wasn't. So this has just been outright changed now so that you are now allowed to use heroes for this achievement. So that will make that a little bit easier. I can't show it here, but there is a new portrait for the Max Temple, if you know what I mean. That's cool. You'll have to find that out yourself. Unless I use it in the thumbnail, which I probably will. Because it's awesome. But yeah, I'll probably do a video on that at some point. Yep. And I can't show farms here, but I can show banana farmers. So I may as well just throw one down. Oh, can I not use that either? I can't use banana farmers in deflation. Why? They don't produce anything. Okay, well, there's a little icon now. So these guys, how they have, if you look at the portrait just above the boomerang's head, they have like little damage counter. They have like a pop and then 588 for this one. The damage counter has been changed to a banana for some towers that only produce cash, because they count their cash produced. And onto the actual changes here. If I don't lose, I did lose. Alright, Glue Gunner just had its description fixed. The Ninja Monkey also had its description fixed. Counter Espionage, all attacks strip camo from balloons they hit. It used to just say shurikens, but actually all attacks do. So that this includes like the flash bomb. If it hits anything, it will remove camo from it. And this is important because the flash bomb can hit lead balloons. So yeah, if you have a 0, 2, 3 ninja, you can remove camo from lead balloons, and including DDTs. A sticky bomb will also remove camo from DDTs. So that's pretty good. There's been a small nerf to the Unstable Concoction, and this basically just means, so what it is that the explosion caused by the actual concoction going off when you destroy the Moab. This will now require more Pierce to be used up to hit higher targets. So for example, I think it has 50 Pierce off the top of my head, the actual explosion. So it hits, like you apply the concoction to a Moab, then you destroy the Moab, then it explodes. That explosion has 50 Pierce. This will now use up 2 Pierce every time a Moab is hit, or a BFB. It will use up 4 Pierce every time it hits a Zomsh or a DDT, and it will use 10 Pierce every time it hits a bad. So it can still hit 50 regular balloons, but it can only hit 25 Moabs or BFBs, or like 5 bads, or a combination of any of those adding up to 50. Not too big a deal, honestly. It's still really powerful. It's just not going to be quite as good at like hitting literally everything. Yeah. And swap to Urban quickly, because this one is great. Last 2 things here. Alright, so if I throw down Urban, level him up, look at that totem. It's on the track. Urban's totem will now always land on the track. It's a track item. It will no longer block your tower placements. You can still select it though, which is interesting. But hey, so yes, it will no longer block your tower placements. Although, I mean, technically I think it still can, because it's still actually a thing. So like, let's see if this is blocked here. I don't know, maybe it won't. I don't know, I think it technically is still a tower, so it might block placement like right near the track, but doesn't look like it is. Maybe. Let me know if you see anything there. But that is still really awesome. That's going to make me so much happier. And this is the very last change. Oops. Just give this a little bit of magic. I'll give it a little bit of magic again. And let's just chuck some stuff in here. Okay, you're annoying. Still. These guys should be... Okay, so like it can land on top of the farm and it kind of has no footprint when it does. Yeah. So basically, this essentially means they can still spawn even when all the track around them is completely full. And it makes them a little bit less likely to block you, same as Urban's totems. They're not track blocked like the totems, so they're still going to be a little bit annoying. But this should make them slightly less annoying. So hey, it's something, right? It's pretty cool. Anyway, I guess I'll probably be doing some videos on the new maps if anyone's interested. Also, if you have any other general questions, or like if you wanna know something like one of the recent videos I did on like mechanics or something, feel free to ask me in the description. I'll try and think of more of those that might be interesting to you, and do them when I do, but they slip my mind most of the time. I don't really think too much about that sort of thing. I mean, sometimes I just don't consider what you don't know, I guess. But yeah, if any questions, feel free to leave them in the description, and I'll try to explain those best I can. Anyway, yes, I hope this helped you guys out. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, enjoy the update, enjoy the 3 new maps, and let me know how you go with them. I'll see you around.